Hello and welcome back to the video on the F1 Journal, and today we're looking at Mercedes. It's finally happened. Mercedes have taken their first Grand Prix win of the 2022 season in the penultimate round, and yeah, it wasn't by luck like we all thought it would be throughout the season. It was on pure, genuine pace. Obviously in the sprint race, George Russell had that crash, kind of benefited from it. He was third, Lewis Hamilton was down with 8th, but Russell found his way past Verstappen in the sprint. And yeah, I don't think Red Bull got the right tyre choice, but anyway, and Hamilton came second with Sainz's penalty, and yeah, it was Mercedes front row lockout. They got away well. Obviously Hamilton had that collision with Verstappen. For me, did really well to come back to second, and Russell, just a great drive from there, under pressure from Hamilton at the end, and yeah, Mercedes pick up their great win, and yeah, for me, when you look back at the story of the season, it's just so impressive, considering Bahrain, what was it before that late safety car, they were about 30 seconds off the pace, absolutely miles off, Hamilton out in Q1, and yeah, we all thought at the beginning of this season it was porpoising, bouncing up and down that was causing the issue, but I think once, was it Spain when they eradicated it, they found out there was deeper issues with this car, and it was not going to be a simple fix, it was a long-term fix, and yet we've seen it. Obviously they did have sniffs at the victory, Silverstone, Zandvoort, but except for that, I don't know, they've just never really looked in contention. Sometimes they've had competitive race pace come to Ferrari, but yeah, this is the first time I think we've seen Mercedes properly have the fastest car in Brazil, and boy oh boy did they take advantage of it. And yeah, I think it's all kind of come from this, from upgrades we've seen throughout the season, and especially a new front wing in Austin, which seems to have had a major difference, and it's really allowed Mercedes to fight. So yeah, I think first of all, you've just got to pay testament to Mercedes and the job they've done developing that car, because yeah, I mean, the work they've had to do with it has just been incredible, but it seems like they finally got there. And yeah, for me, this leads to why Mercedes can be very, very confident heading into 2023. First of all, you've got to look at their drive lineup. As I've already said, Hamilton, brilliant fight back drive. Russell, taking his first Grand Prix one under such pressure. For me, I don't think Russell has had the speed as Hamilton. He's probably had a bit more luck than Hamilton throughout the season. That's why he's sitting in front. But I think in an equal battle, Hamilton's still probably a bit ahead. But for me, the best driver lineup on the grid, it has to be Mercedes, and I would say it's Mercedes by a fair distance at the moment. Obviously, you've got Verstappen, who for me is on a level with those two drivers. Definitely, but you've got Perez. Is he really as good at number 2 as Mercedes have? No, for me. Leclerc and Sainz, I don't know, maybe they're on a similar level, but once again, I wouldn't say Leclerc, Sainz, I don't know, together I don't feel like they're as good as Hamilton and Russell. So yeah, they're going to go into 2023 with with the best drive lineup on the grid, at least in my opinion, with a car that they now seem to finally understand. That's what Mercedes says has been crucial. They understand this car now, and they can go into next season able to fight with Red Bull. And another factor that I think we have to consider is the aero testing time for next year. Mercedes, it looks like still 19 points heading into Abu Dhabi, that they're going to finish third in the Constructors' Championship, and that would mean that they would have 75% aero, 80% aero testing time than Red Bull of the midfield teams, and yeah, they would have a significant amount more than Red Bull, because obviously with that Red Bull 10% time penalty, and yeah, obviously it won't matter as much in the second year of a rule cycle, but still it could be crucial when you're bringing new upgrades and stuff like that. That allow Mercedes to really benefit over the next year. So I think looking at it, Mercedes have very, very real cause for optimism that they can challenge for the title next year. And yeah, I think it's just a testament to the work they've done. Hamilton, Ruben sacrificing his kind of the first half of the season to help the team understand the W13, and it seems to be paying off. And yeah, you have to credit him for that. Russell on a brilliant rookie season. And I think now, after such a tough year, it's very clear to see that Mercedes are on the up and up again now, and could well challenge for yet another World Championship next year. Anyway guys, that's it for here. Thanks very much for watching, and to like, share, subscribe, don't forget to comment down below if you want to subscribe for daily F1 news, and subscribe to my channel, that would be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.